Ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic nominee to serve as our next congressional representative of the 1st District of Georgia, Amanda Hollowell. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations tonight. My first question for you is this. Again, as I've asked you previously, to those who supported your opponent, Joyce Griggs, what do you have to say to them tonight that could aid in them being moved to support you come November?
I think it's not just Joyce's supporters, it's all of their supporters, from DeFonzio to Randy to Pat. Just because this happened, the low voter turnout shows that a lot of those voters did not come back. And so we actually have to figure out what's the message to bring all of those folks in. It's not just Joyce's folks. We got to bring all of those folks who are attached to a candidate in to this moment to understand the importance. And, I don't mind having those open conversations. It's just we have to look at everyone right now to make sure that we're having important conversations to bring people in and to actually plug them into campaigns that mean something to them.
Ms. Hollowell, the big concern for me right now as we sit is money. Being an influence, a decided influence in your campaign as well as other campaigns all throughout the state of Georgia. Jim Kingston.
Yep, Jim.
The son of Jack Kingston, former representative. He has the financial backing. He has the name recognition. It is the reason why your race went to a runoff. Name recognition. Ms. Hollowell, do you have any idea, when we get to November, how do you seek to tackle those specific impediments?
Yeah, I listen. Hard work beats talent every time. And so we already know our number to raise. We don't have to compete against his number. The number we need to raise is how we contact each and every voter. And it gets harder. I told you earlier, sometimes it's $28, sometimes it's $100 to contact a voter. It depends on where they are. And so it's really about having a strategy about how we spend those dollars to make sure those folks turn out.
Ms. Hollowell, one more question for tonight. We now have a unified ticket all up and down the ballot. One thing I will give you credit for throughout this entire campaign, you have been one to really take the time to explain the intricacies between our federal and state governmental apparatuses. Keisha Lance Bottoms will serve as our Democratic nominee, as well as John Ossoff in the United States Senate. You will be our representative nominee. How would you work to bring the resources that those two names command within the state of Georgia? How would you work to bring them down here to the state of Georgia? I think about the Secretary of State race. One of the deciding factors, in my opinion, Dana Barrett did not visit Savannah. I don't think she really visited the coastal areas of Georgia. If I'm incorrect, someone will tell me soon.
Dana did come down here. She actually went to my block party.
Oh, my bad.
Dana has been here before, and so she's visited.
Okay.
I think what Dana's challenge was that, having one talking point of challenging Trump is not enough. What Judge Penny came from, her and I are both endorsed by Higher Heights and Collective PAC, was that she came with a full package, a full platform, understanding it was about small business, enterprise, as well as voting rights. And so she came with an understanding that the Secretary of State holds a lot of power, but a lot of responsibility to many diverse people.
Thank you for the correction. Thank you so much for the correction. My overall point, ultimately, is the resources that John Ossoff and Keisha Lance Bottoms command. They're going to bring a lot of money down from various national funders. How would you work to bring that to the people of the 1st District in a way that they can see that when they go into the booth in November, they will feel confident that you, as well as the others on this slate, will work for the benefit?
Okay, so you're talking about the campaign dollars.
Yes,
gotcha.
Yes.
And so, more than anything, I think they should understand, like I've been saying over and over again, that the 1st Congressional District is a linchpin to the democracy. And, Keisha's not going to win it just on name recognition. She's going to win it because she shows up. John is the same, right? Just because they have big names and they're the moment does not mean you can't be dismissed because you don't show up and you don't actually invest. I'm not going to beg them for money. I'm not going to bring on their coattails. What I want to do is create a partnership between our campaigns. When they show up down here, I show up for them. When I'm showing up by myself, I know that they have my back as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic nominee for the 1st Congressional District of Georgia, Amanda Hollowell. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.